Hello everyone. How you doing? Okay. So, this has been a very frustrating weekend of researching for the Monday missing person criminal case intuitive readings. So let me jump on my grandstand for a moment because I've heard the cries that it was going unheard regarding missing Indigenous people, especially the plight of the missing Indigenous woman, female. Some of them are young girls. And tomorrow, when this holiday is officially over, I'm going to start an email writing project. That's what I'm going to call it. And I'm going to start off by contacting a lot of departments of tribal police and doing what these reporters, yes, these so-called media reporters, should be doing, which is asking for details. How can we get this information out to the public to trigger what they saw, when they saw it, what the body language was like, what was happening? Was this a voluntary leave? Okay, so be it. You're an adult. Do what you do. Do you. But if it wasn't, so I'm going to be really busy. I promise you that. And I'm certain there's going to be some police, tribal police saying, you know, we're not going to answer to this woman. Well, if you don't want to share the information, if it's something you're keeping close to the vest, don't share anything like that. But let's talk about this particular case that I've just finished researching. There is basically nothing out there, okay? Which is super, super scary. They started a Reddit about the lack of information on this case. Alright? I was hoping when I opened up Reddit that I was about to get this amazing chapter of information that could help to trigger encounters with this missing Indigenous woman. So, her name is Tamicka Tyrissa Platero. And I probably butchered that, but I certainly am trying. I want y'all to know her. I want you to know Tamicka. Tamicka. I think it's Tamicka. They don't give me her birthday anywhere, not even on the Charlie Project, okay? But what they do tell us is that on November the 25th, 2019, she was reported missing. She's Native American. She is 20 years old when she went missing, between 5'6" and 5'7". 5'6" and 5'7". between 140 and 150. She was wearing a black Dickie pullover shirt, black Dickies pants, black size 8.5 Converse shoes, and possibly carrying a pink backpack. She has black hair and brown eyes, and her nickname is Mina. She's an enrolled member of the Navajo Nation. She wears prescription eyeglasses, but it's unclear as to whether she has them with her or not. She has a tattoo of the word love on her left index finger and a scar on her right bicep. I don't know my left to the right. It's kind of a form of dyslexia for me. And she has a history of ingrown toenails on her left foot. That could be significant if you're a podiatrist or you work in a podiatrist's office. So take a good look at her picture, please. She was last seen November 25th, 2019. She was in a car with her parents, traveling between Casamaro Lake and Prewitt, New Mexico. Now I drew that, came up on a map, okay? And it's a 21-minute drive, 12.9 miles. I turned it on the terrain part of the map, and it looks like there's different elevations. So I'm going to say that this is a mountainous area of New Mexico, which would not be surprising. Okay? Yeah, it definitely looks like there's alterations in terrain. Pretty flat terrain during a really big stretch of this drive. Excuse me. Now guess what? Yes, that's right. This is where the story ends. How many questions do you think everyone has? Right. Where's the details? Were her parents questioned? Was anything going on? Was there an argument? What happened? Why would your daughter suddenly, on a drive, suddenly tell you to pull over and then her get out with her pink backpack, walk away, and you let her go? Do you follow her? She's 20 years old. Do you kind of stick around the area? To allow her time to walk it off? Me? Well, if you ask one of my kids what I would do, one of two things, depending on their behavior. I would either get out and walk behind them, or I would be slowly inching as they walk behind them in the car. But most likely I would get out and walk with them, because I wouldn't want them to feel alone during that distress, because you don't get out of a happy moment and take off walking on a desolate road. And there might have been a little traffic that day. What could have happened? I mean, the possibilities are endless. And it is November in New Mexico, so temperatures are dropping. She absolutely could have fallen victim to hypothermia rather quickly. It said she had on a shirt, a Dickies shirt. Those are nice and thick, but not that kind of thick. I did not check for the weather for that date, but anywhere near the mountains, the temperature is going to drop more than it does in the valley at night. Could she have become dehydrated and confused? Yeah, but that probably would have taken a couple days. And they don't mention it, but she had her backpack with her, so she more than likely had a cell phone with her too. But they don't mention it. They don't mention anything about any electronics anywhere. She could have very well left it in the car. Don't know what triggered this, so could she have gotten hit by a car? Always a possibility. Could she have hitchhiked and got a ride? Always a possibility. There's no mention of any sightings, like at a store or a truck stop or anything like that up the road, like if she would have been dropped off by somebody. Could she have been abducted? Yes, absolutely. But with so few answers, we have so many questions. And that's what I find wrong with these cases. It's how does anybody expect it to call in tips, sightings, or interactions with somebody with this vagueness? Okay, so we have some clothes this time, and they're showing her face. But some more information could absolutely get the ball rolling to bring more light to the case so that more people are seeing it, hearing about it, so it reaches the right people that may have seen her walking that day on that highway. They may have seen the interaction that led up to her disappearance. They may have seen her running. The possibilities are unbelievable of what could have happened. And I know they can't. I know law enforcement cannot release anything that will jeopardize the investigation. But if they don't release enough information, they're not going to get the interest in the case to provide closure to the family and to the case itself. It's just going to go cold. Which it sounds like this case has gone cold. Okay. Alright. That's my grandstand. You've heard me complain about this situation throughout all of the readings today. So let's get into talking to Spirit about Tamicka, okay? And her disappearance on November 25th, 2019. They listed as being between Casamaro Lake, New Mexico, and Prewitt, New Mexico. So, what Spirit wants you to know, for all those invested in this case and this reading, from the depths of your soul, your positive affirmation is, today I feel optimistic. Today I have an ideal. I feel optimistic. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn my camera around so I can make sure I'm showing you the cards correctly. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. Many, many people want to help. Many, many people want to help spread the word and keep their names out there so that it can reach the right person who has the information and will bring it forward. To bring closure, to bring some form of comfort to everyone involved. The romance card from Tamicka's heart, from Tamicka's energy to everyone invested in this reading. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. When you hear a joke, think of Tamicka. Whenever you are deciding to go out and shoot a couple hoops in the driveway, or maybe not over 40, you decide to go jump with the children or the grandchildren on the trampoline, think of Tamicka. And tell her story to somebody. You never know when that somebody is the person that saw her. Excuse me. And your story to them may just be what needs to happen. Okay? Let's see what your Archangel card is. From Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors. I'm sorry. I don't know what just feels like something caught in my throat. Hold on. Like I suddenly have a throat of sand. Oh. Alright. That's been happening quite a bit here lately. Your Archangel card is Victory. Yes. It is time to bring victory to this case. It's time to bring victory of justice to Tamicka. Archangel Seraphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. When you go to Spirit in prayer, don't tell Spirit, Spirit's capable of it. So I know you're handling it. Yeah. Not that I know you're capable of handling it, but I know you are handling it. You are moving forward actively in this cause. Alright? So let's find out what's going on from Spirit. Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors. What information can you provide to us and reveal to us regarding the disappearance of Tamicka Platero, November 25th, 2019, from New Mexico? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. Four of Pentacles, Well, she stood her ground for something. She really did. The Four of Pentacles, she's sitting on this box. It's like Pandora's box. And she doesn't want to unleash the flying monkeys, so to speak, okay? So she's standing her ground, sitting on this chest to protect what she finds valuable. She's not giving it up. She's protecting it with everything within her soul. What else can you reveal to us, Spirit, regarding Tamicka Platero and her disappearance, November 25th, 2019? I'm saying something wrong, huh, Spirit? What am I saying wrong, Spirit? What do you want me to say? Spirit's not answering on that level. Spirit, what can you reveal to us regarding Tamicka's disappearance in 2019 in New Mexico? Alright, I'm putting this deck over here. Hold on just a moment. Putting the Everyday Witch over there and getting Tattooed Tarot out. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, I have questions regarding Tamicka Platero that I'm hoping that you will reveal information to those of us who are invested in this case and in this reading. And we have a story. So, know that from jump, there was something very valuable to this young lady that she refused to surrender. Was that pride? Was that ego? Was that respect? Honor? Was it an object? Find out what the cards are saying. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in the upright. We have the Star in reverse. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the upright. Of Stars and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Somebody certainly did not think that she was valuable to them. They felt that, oh, mercy. That she was disposable. That she would be a missing person that wasn't missed. and that Tamicka was a thorn in their side, brought havoc to their life, caused problems. This was their perception. I don't see that in Tamicka's energy at all. What I see is that this person blamed Tamicka for anything that they weren't getting their way with. And there was nothing to change what was going on. That's the star in reverse. This person can absolutely be an Aquarius or another air sign, because the star is followed up by 2 swords. And this is putting Tamicka in a very vulnerable position, confining her. Silencing her. And this card, these are like this, okay? Shouldn't turn that way. They're like this. So you see the Knight of Swords is rushing towards the female here, who is in a very vulnerable position. They can't see. They're confined. They can't protect themselves, and this knight is rushing towards them with a sword. And they're feeling as though they are justified in that behavior. And then the Knight of Cups is in reverse. Then they won't have to be concerned with Tamicka upsetting their home life and energy anymore. But the problem is, just to be honest, from the reading, Tamicka was never the problem. Tamicka was the scapegoat. Alright, let's get some clarifiers on this, alright? I was not expecting this. I would love to know, was she really with her parents that day, or was she with somebody else? Yeah. She was emotionally abandoned by this person who was supposed to be a very near and dear soulmate. And there was Ace of Cups is in reverse. No way for a restart in that connection. That person absolutely is convinced in their mind that Tamicka was always the problem for them. That Tamicka was sent to this world to cause them heartache. The problem is, this person still has just as much controversy going on in their life, and Tamika's now gone. It's very sad. Queen of Pentacles came out. Mom. I don't know if that's mom. It's a female. It's a near and dear soulmate, but it's a female. It's an older female, older than Tamicka. It's mom, stepmom, grandma, aunt, or some other member of the soul tribe, older cousin. Page of Wands in reverse. No warning. No warning it was going to happen. Wow. Tamicka didn't see it coming. Never suspected it would come to that action. To where she would be stabbed. Where she would be cut. The last clarifier, Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah. The Page of Swords in reverse is saying the person's lying. They're feeding law enforcement a line of bull. They're not being honest. They're not being honest about what happened or where it happened. So let's see if we can get Spirit to guide us where any evidence is or where Tamicka could be located. Spirit, is there any information regarding Tamicka's location or evidence that could bring closure or comfort to those invested in this reading? Get that card back. Spirit, is there anything you can reveal to us regarding Tamicka's location or evidence location for this reading? Justice? Justice is coming. Yes, it is. Balance. There will be a balance. Lady Liberty. The Lady Liberty of the courtroom. She really is not blind. It's just better that we let some people think we're stupid. That way they can keep making mistakes and thickening the walls of the prisons with their mistakes. What else can you tell us, Spirit? The Ace, oh sorry, Five of Cups in reverse. They don't regret it. Wow. They just went on. They have no regret for what they did. They don't even think about it. They just literally moved on and are acting, for the most part, as if this is a not their problem. Wow. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Going forward, very matter-of-factly, well, haven't seen her in 2 years. Don't know what to tell you. I gotta live my life. Yep. Their heart's healed. Their heart's not broken. They're not. This person is deep down not missing Tamicka. This person has a very distorted view of who Tamicka was and what value she has. She's very valuable, very beautiful, very wonderful. But that level of jealousy, that level of being so obsessively angry with her because she was young and beautiful, that's just a damn shame. 7 of Cups in reverse. Remove the smoke and mirrors. Take a second look. 9 of Pentacles. Take a second look at somebody who behaves very ego-based. Somebody that is really into themselves. Every story, it's about them. If they ask you how are you doing, and you start to reply, they immediately talk over you with the most horrible things going on with them. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's no passion about the case. They have no enthusiasm to find Tamicka, to bring justice to the case. Strength in reverse. They are trying to put off the persona that they got it together, that now everything is calm, cool, and collected. But here comes Lady Justice. Tap, tap, tap. Here's the law enforcement. Here's tribal police. Here's your federal charges. 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody's going to start using their head over their heart. They're going to start following their intuition. I know that's the detective and the investigator together. They're putting it together with the DA. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yep. Forget about Papa. Or whatever male energy was around that day. But he may be the very one to break. Oh, you see? Yes, the Fool. See, he's been led around by his nose all these years. And getting him to confess the truth of what really happened to Tamicka. Whoever that male is, like I told you before, there's a male and a female involved here. The female is the one who attacked Tamicka. The male was present, but did not harm Tamicka. But also did not do anything significant to protect her during this attack. So what's the most likely outcome of this reading? The High Priestess in reverse. Yes. And the 2 of Wands. That right there is hard detective work. That's what that is. Bravo, tribal police. Bravo, FBI. Bravo to everybody who's working this case. Because you're going to have breakthroughs soon. Okay? Be optimistic. Be optimistic. You know what she was keeping safe? Family secrets. That's what she was keeping safe. generational curses, family secrets. And it cost her. It absolutely led her down the wrong path. But as I was saying, there's a male and a female. The male does look like it's the weaker party, would be easily interrogated into giving up the information. The female, she really doesn't believe that she's done anything wrong. She feels like it was very justified. And this is rightfully a damn shame. I'm only keeping one of these spirits said, and that's the top one. The Hawk Prince. That's very fitting for Tamicka, Platero. I can only imagine there's hawks between that lake, Casamaro Lake, and Pratt, New Mexico. The Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention. Number 11. Let me get there. Then I'm going to show you the picture. What is wrong with me and my tickle? Ready? The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, a letter, an email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take toward your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication. So pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, on TV, or overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Listen. Listen through your intuition. Listen through Spirit. Don't just hear what you want to hear. Dig deeper. Take a second look. Now, for all those invested, I appreciate you. For all those who have any other people that you would like to have a reading on, all you got to do is send me an email or message on any of the intuitive readings or any of the readings. I read all your messages still, and I'm happy to bring forward the readings. All of these missing person criminal case readings are absolutely free. I do not, will never request or accept payment of any kind for these. This is not meant for monetary reward. This is meant to keep their name out there, to help trigger sightings and encounters of them and their energy and body language, cars they might have been near, buildings they were near, whatever it is. Oh, you know what I've not told you about Tamicka? Who to contact, huh? Oopsie. The Navajo Nation Police Department's phone number, 505-786-2050. Once again, 505 786-2050. This is what this is about. These people need to be known so that we can find the person with the right information, so that we can bring comfort and closure to these cases, to bring them home. I'll see you all soon with your next reading. Namaste.